I want to appeal to the agencies that they should not misuse security roads. Mr. Speaker, I remember in the last session, there was an argument where the Kura argued that the roads they were doing in Kibera were security roads. So you are wondering what is insecure in Kibera. We want to have a tangible report before a road is named security road. We must be told based on the which reason, Mr. Speaker, so that we can agree. But, Mr. Speaker, there's so much, even in Kisii, Nyamira, where our commissioner comes from, Mr. Speaker, there is a road from all the way from Wajir, Mr. Speaker, Mogadashe, Kulamawe, all the way to Isiolo. They have never, Mr. Speaker, in fact, the people of northern Kenya have never gotten an opportunity to see a tarmac road, Mr. Speaker. For the first time since independence 60 years, President William Ruto is fixing it, Mr. Speaker. In fact, Mr. Speaker, we are asking ourselves, what was Uhuru Kenyatta doing with our money, or other presidents, Mr. Speaker? Because 4 years, Mr. Speaker, 4 years, Mr. Speaker, 4 years down the line, what President William Ruto is doing is more what Kibaki did combined for 10 years, Mr. Speaker. The people, in fact, the reason, Mr. Speaker, the reason...
Order, let Senator Cherar be heard in silence. Senator Joyce, Senator, you have a point of order? Very well. What's your point of order, Senator Mogeni? Senator Onyonga, I heard you. I heard you.
Yeah, Speaker, sir. You know, Senator of Nandi, my good friend, Senator Cherar, is doing his second term, and he knows what our standing orders say on matters of facts. He has just made a statement saying that the network of roads that have been constructed by the government, I want to correct you, it is the government that is doing roads, not an individual. The roads that have been constructed under the regime of President Ruto exceed the number of roads that were constructed by former President Kibaki and former President Kenyatta combined. Can you table statistics? No. That's why I'm adding. Let's go slowly. Okay. Mr. Speaker, this is a house of record.
Yes.
Can you give us the statistics that will demonstrate that what is stating on the floor of this house is factual? I can give you facts from Nyamira. The road that was constructed from Metamayua, Mosobeti, Kebirigo, was done during the regime of President Kibaki. The one that was done from Ikonge through Connecticut Junction.
Senator Mogeni, you have
no, I'm just trying to.
Point of order.
I'm trying to.
I want to direct Senator Cherar to give us the facts.
So the
order,
point,
Senator Joyce. Order,
so
Senator Joyce.
the point I'm making.
Can you freeze my time, Kavata?
The point I'm making, Mr. Speaker, sir, is that when we are debating,
yes,
because this is a house of record,
yes,
let us have our facts correct, so that we don't make statements on the floor of this house that are misleading, that are not factual, that cannot be substantiated. And I was just mentioning those roads to tell you that even if you sample county of Nyamira and county of Kisii, you will find that what Senator Cherar is stating on the floor of this house is misleading, Mr. Speaker.
You've made your point, Senator Samson Cherar. As you make your contribution on this particular bill,
yes,
establish the factual position of the statements you are making, including the ones with which Senator Okongo Mogeni has raised as regards the extent of the road network that previous regimes have done in comparison with the current regime that you are stating. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, you know there was a former deputy speaker who happens to come from Nandi called Jean Maria Serone. And the late Martin Shikuku, somebody wanted to ask to substantiate, but you remember Martin Shikuku asked, how can you substantiate the obvious? And the speaker then, Jean Maria Serone, indicated you don't need to substantiate the obvious. It is even in the public domain, but if Senator Okongo Mugeni wants, I can I can table the facts tomorrow, Mr. Speaker, so that it can be updated. I know he has been traveling a lot and maybe he has lost track of what is happening or he has been in, or he has been in these rallies, like my brother, Senator Onyonga, you saw how he escaped in Olkalau. Mr. Speaker, the point I'm trying to make, Mr. Speaker, that is why we are saying President William Ruto has done so much in 3-4 years, more than the combined other presidents that have ruled this country. And that is why we're asking the question, what were our presidents doing with our money? At least people want even to compare what President Kibaki did for 10 years vis-a-vis what William Ruto has done for 3 years, Mr. Speaker. So we must be proud that one of the ways to Singapore, we must fix infrastructure, Mr. Speaker. Even there are challenges. I know a road like this one, Ngong Suswa. The contractor there must be called to order. That contractor must be blacklisted because he did a short work, Mr. Speaker. Even another road that starts from Dries Junction, Ainapkoi, all the way to Naiberi, Mr. Speaker, short work was done. And I think across other counties, we must blacklist contractors who want to destroy the reputation of government, Mr. Speaker. And I want to appeal to senators. Some of the senators, Mr. Speaker, who are busy with other rallies during weekend, and you should get time to visit some of these projects. For example, in my county, Mr. Speaker, I was in Sironoi Bridge on Chemuswa Danger. I could also assess, Mr. Speaker. You must visit roads. I want to appeal colleagues. Part of the oversight is to look at some of these roads that the government is doing, Mr. Speaker. Even I want to appeal to people like Senator Onyonga, Senator Okongo Mgeni. When you are driving to Kisii, Nyamira, just stop at Mau Summit, Rironi, their uplands. Look at Gilgil. Look at those projects, Mr. Speaker, so that you see, Mr. Speaker. You need to see. We want you to see what the president is doing, Mr. Speaker. Even in Bugoma, there is Brigadier Road. Many roads we are doing, Mr. Speaker. There are a number of roads that the president is doing across the country. And I want to demystify. I know my brother said it is not an individual that is doing the roads. Mr. Speaker, President William Ruto is the president, and president is Ruto. So the government is Ruto. So that is why we call President Ruto administration. Mr. Speaker, and therefore, I want to appeal, Mr. Speaker, number 4.